But anyway, like that video, we were saying like how we appreciated Eddie. And you know, I appreciated Eddie in a lot of ways. And the real reason I appreciate him is like, we're pretty much the same person. Like, we're both short. Like, that was a shocker. We both like the number 10 at McDonald's. And I love the number 10. He loves the number 10. We both like to joke around. And he likes to joke around. I like to joke around. You know, and he thinks Celeste is hot. I think Celeste is hot. But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light, who once were not people, but are now the people of God, who had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. That's pretty deep. Right now I'm about to share something that I don't share with most people. Like this is something I hide so many times. Like, people ask me about this and I just say, she lives in Puerto Rico. And this is my mom. And like, it first started out, my mom and my dad, they both were, they both got off drugs. They used to go to this meeting called Narcotics Anonymous, whatever. They met there. And they stood together since then. And then doctor said they weren't going to be able to have a baby, but then and then they had me, and then everything's been going good. They got a house together. We were a happy family until my mom, she had an affair, but not with a man, with drugs. That's what she had an affair with. She chose that over her family. And so my dad couldn't handle it no more. So my mom left, didn't know where to go. Me and her ended up moving to Puerto Rico. At that age, I was like around 4 or 5. I seen many things that a kid at 4 or 5 years old shouldn't see. I mean, like, I'm still shocked at the stuff I seen it, because like, most kids don't know about nothing, like pretty much nothing until they're like 5th grade, whatever. And I knew everything by like I was 4 years old. So then my mom, she loved me, but she loved the drugs more. 2 days before Mother's Day, my dad got a call that my mom went to some projects, did what she did, started walking down the block, stumbled a little bit, passed out, and she didn't wake up. A guy saw her, called the ambulance, My family came, crying, everything. Monday, I viewed my mom. Tuesday, I buried my mom. And that was pretty hard for me. And then 2 years after, not even 2 years, like a couple of months after that, I found out that my parents were going to church, which was a shock. And so then we started coming here. And then ever since then, one day we had this thing called fire, and it's like on Friday, they like just worship their hearts out, worship like you're sweating, coming out here like, whew, like you feel renewed and everything. And that was the first time I could actually say I cried my heart out to God. Like, I never knew that this would happen to me. I just bawled and cried even more and cried. Let me talk about Peter a little bit, though. Let's go over to Peter. Because Peter, this is very important. I'm still shocked about this. Like, Peter was the son of Joseph. Him and his brother, I forgot his brother's name, I'm sorry, it started with an A. But him and And yeah, Aphrodite. That's his name? Who said it? His name is Aphrodite. Yeah, that's what it was.
What?
And then, so then they were disciples. So Jesus told them, go ahead, go in the boat. I'll meet you on the other side of on the island. Jesus went to go pray by himself, came out of the cave, saw that the weather was terrible. I mean, like, trees were blowing, everything. So then he saw that his disciples were in trouble. So then he was like, oh, I gotta go save them. So then he just walks on water, like if it's the stage right here. And then he just goes out to them, and they're like scared out their mind. They're like, oh my gosh, it's a ghost. Oh my gosh, it's a ghost. But he's like, no, it's me. And they're like, Peter was like, if it's you, then let me walk out in the waters with you. Peter walks out into the water. He's like shocked right now. He's like stumbling on the water, doesn't know what to do. And then he just starts sinking and sinking and sinking. And he's like, Jesus, save me. Jesus, save me. And he was like, I wrote it down. I can't remember everything. He said, oh man, a little faith. Why did you doubt me? And in real life, that's what all of us do. We doubt God. We leave this church and it's like, oh, God ain't here. He is never going to be me. And let me tell you right now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I'm the best man. Like, here goes perfect bar, and here goes me. Like I'm not perfect at all. Like, for real. And I'm not here to say that you guys have to be perfect or you have to walk in a straight line all the time. But the only thing that I'm saying is that when you are this low at perfect, you try to get higher. And if you fall again, you get back up. And like my mom, this was very important to me because like my mom, to tell you the truth, I don't know where she is right now. I mean, I pray to God that she's up there with him, but I gotta be truthful right here. I don't know where she is right now. I don't know if when she died, she prayed to God. I don't know what happened. She just passed out. And tonight I'm saying that you could come up here every night, think of this as, okay, something to do in the middle of the week, or you could come up here, take your knowledge and bring it back to school. And when Eddie calls you up to the altar, right then and there, walk up to the altar and give it all to God. I mean, it doesn't even matter if you give it all to God right here, walk out this room and sin all you want. But at least you got that first step into his path. And that's all I'm speaking about right here, right now. See, Peter fell into the ocean. He wasn't like, oh, look, you're dumb. Why you didn't believe in me? Bye. Like, he just, drowning in the water. He was like, he picked him back up. He was just like, I mean, Jesus was really diesel because he picked a man up out of water. Like, that's pretty strong. He just, like, duh, come on, man. Get up. You could die right after you leave this room. You don't know what can happen right after you leave this room. But I'm here to tell you tonight that if you come up here and you give him a little bit of you, he'll give right back. And I'm not saying that the road to his throne is going to be all like pavement. There's going to be some thick rocks out there. There's going to be some big boulders out there that you're going to have to slide around. And if he sees that, he's going to be like, here, sweep the path for you and walk along.